Hi everyone, and welcome back to Anne's Family Recipe. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I actually created a video like this last year too, which I'll link in my description box below, but I had so much fun doing it. So I'm going to share with you what I got my kids for Christmas. And before I show you everything, I want to let you know that linked in my description box is my Amazon storefront. So anything that I'm sharing with you today that I could find on Amazon, it's linked down there. So you can go check it out and shop for it if you'd like. And full disclosure, I make the tiniest little bit of money off of those purchases that you make if you go through my link. So if you do that, I really appreciate it. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine too. But I just wanted to let you know that that resource is available for you in my description box below. Okay, so I'm gonna start, well, I was gonna say I'm gonna start with my youngest, but in fact, we have a 1-month-old. Her name is Claire. She is a delight, but I typically don't buy any gifts when I have a newborn at Christmas time. Don't hate me, but babies don't remember and they don't need anything. So don't feel bad or guilty not getting your newborns any presents this Christmas. Right before we moved this past February, we got rid of all of our girl clothes. And then the week that we moved, I found out I was pregnant. And of course I didn't know the gender at the time, but then we found out it was a girl. So we had nothing. Zero for any kind of baby boy or girl, because we've gotten rid of our newborn boy clothes too. So I am so thankful that many of our friends and family gifted us beautiful, adorable, trendy clothes for Claire. Otherwise though, we have hand-me-down toys, hand-me-down books. She has all the essentials that she needs. So sorry Claire, but you're not getting anything this year for Christmas. Okay, so the next oldest child of mine is Andrew. He is 3 years old. He is a wild and crazy boy. And I actually, looking at the stack, I don't have too much for him, but again, he's kind of playing with a lot of hand-me-downs, so he doesn't need too much to fill out his collection. But I did find a couple of gems for little Andrew. So first of all, I'm super excited about this one because it's kind of an old school throwback toy. I got him a Play-Doh Dr. Drill and Fill. So Andrew loves Play-Doh, which is great because that can really keep him busy for an extended period of time, which is always handy around the house. My dad was an orthodontist for his whole life. We're very into dental hygiene in this family, and I thought he would appreciate Dr. Drill and Fill. It comes with a couple of canisters of Play-Doh, and actually his birthday's in September, and I bought him like a 20-pack of brand new Play-Doh. It's so fun to get fresh containers with all kinds of fun colors, and this one comes with, oh, actually it comes with 8. A few white for the teeth, and then some other colors for, I guess, the unhealthy teeth, and then the little tools and stuff. So I thought he'd have a good time playing with this. And he already has some food-related Play-Doh toys, like one of those things where you push the clay through and it makes French fries, and a burger press, and they have little molds for fruits and things. So he didn't need anything food related. I thought this would be kind of unique and fun. I also got him this little book. It's a restickable sticker book, and this one is all about transportation. I actually got one of these for my daughter when we went to Florida this past summer as something she could do on the plane, and hers was little pictures of girls, and then they had outfits and accessories, and they each had a puppy too, and accessories for the puppies. So she had a lot of fun just kind of playing around with that on the airplane. And they're like vinyl stickers, so like they said, restickable, so you can reuse them over and over again and make any kind of combination of outfits and things. So for this, there's little scenes, I don't know if you can see, and then you've got different vehicles that you can place on there. And I'm looking at the back now, there's a whole page of trains, like cars, trucks, boats, airplanes, and then, oh, a whole page of construction equipment too. He'll like that one. So I thought that would be good for Andrew, and it's also mess-free, which is a huge bonus. And then lastly, for Andrew, I have a brand new box of crayons because he loves to draw. I just got a 48-pack of Crayola. Crayola are the best. You gotta get Crayola. You know, crayons break all the time. They're constantly losing them, and they're constantly looking for a specific color. So I wanted to start him off fresh for the new year with new crayons. I'm still on the hunt for some coloring books. He loves Wild Kratts, so I might try to look into that. He likes Blippi. He got a bunch of Blippi toys for his birthday though, so I didn't want to get him too much of that. But we'll round this gift out with a little coloring book too. Next up is my son Benjamin. He's 5 years old, and I have some really fun items for him, starting with this Pop-It. I'm sure you've seen these. It's kind of the new fidget toy of this year. They've been super popular. I don't totally get them, but they're not big, they don't make a lot of noise, so my kids can have them. Actually, my older 2 kids trade them with their friends on the bus, so they're always coming home with new, different poppers and I wash them. It's just like silicone, so the first thing I do is run them under hot water with soap and make sure they're clean because they're bringing these home off the bus. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, so this I got at Five Below, which is a great place to find Poppets. They have so many different designs, all kinds of colors, kind of boy and girl cutouts. This is a little rainbow robot that I thought Ben would like. Yeah, so I think that's gonna go in his stocking. Next up is kind of a family gift, but I'm gonna wrap it for Benjamin because it's definitely for his age range. It's a game called Outfoxed. And my sister has this at home. It's an interesting concept because anybody who's playing the game, you're all on the same team together. So you're trying to, I think the fox steals a chicken pot pie. Is that what it is? Yes, okay. And you're trying to beat him to the finish line. So you're trying to figure out who the thief is, and there's different clues for the various suspects. It looks really fun. There's like little videos on YouTube you can watch that kind of break down how you play, but it looked like a good game that our whole family could play. We've been trying to get into family game nights more, and we have a ton of games already, but they're geared just for a slightly older age group, if not completely for adults. So I'm trying to round out our collection with some younger games that would still be fun for my 9 and 7-year-old and for my husband and me too. Benjamin is a huge fan of the movie Luca, and I bought him a few toys for his birthday, but after he opened those, he was missing one from his collection, unbeknownst to me. So I found Luca and Alberto and their little makeshift Vespa toy. So he is going to love this. Lastly, for Benjamin, he is super into Lego Ninjago. He loves the character Kai. He's the red ninja. That's actually what he dressed up as for Halloween this year. But he wanted this Lego Ninjago ship that was like $130, and I said, no. So instead, I found a slightly less expensive but equally as cool set. This is a Fire Dragon attack set. Next up is my lovely daughter, Emma, and she's very artistic, so I have a few artsy items here, and she also loves electronics, so there's a little bit of a mix of both. First off, for Emma, it was a little something. I've seen these in Walmart the past few years, and I finally decided to just get one because I think they're so cute and cool. Emma loves accessories, and she likes Legos. So this is Lego Dots. It's 2 bracelet bands, and then a bunch of little kind of geometric shaped flat Lego pieces, so you can design your own bracelets. So this is like a purple and a green one. It's called the Starlight Pack. These are kind of her 2 favorite colors, kind of a teal blue and the purple. But then you can interchange all the little pieces and make your own accessories. So I thought she'd really like that. Plus it was inexpensive and the perfect size for a stocking. So like I mentioned, Emma loves drawing. She is an incredible artist. My husband is too, so she definitely gets that from him. I can barely draw a stick figure to save my life. I'm kind of crafty, but I cannot draw. So these are for my little artist. They're confetti crayons. I always try to take a look at the Crayola aisle at Walmart, typically at Christmas time, just to see what's new, because there's always a new kind of product, whether it's scented or it just has some sort of gimmick or special thing about it. So these were new to me. They're kind of like a speckled crayon, so they all have a different solid color. And in fact, they're mostly kind of pastel, if you can see that. But inside the crayons are tiny little speckles of other colors. So I thought that would make for some really pretty pictures. So I got one of these for both Jack, my 9-year-old, and Emma. It is a recorder. Now, I don't mind listening to them practice. It's not the most pleasant sound, but my husband's gonna hate this. But actually my son Jack has been getting into the saxophone, and he is very good. They're teaching him at school, but he had the recorder last year when he was in 3rd grade, so Emma will get one next year. But at our latest school district, they weren't allowed to keep them, which sometimes you are and sometimes you aren't. So I found these at Five Below too. They were $5, and now they each have their own little recorder. And it says it includes a cleaning rod. Guess that's helpful. 3-piece construction allows for easy tuning. So I think it's like a legit one like they would have at school in music class. And they're both very musically inclined. They have great ears. So Emma especially can hear a song and then kind of figure it out on the piano. And I thought she could figure out how to do them on the recorder too. So Emma's big gift this year is a new video game for our Switch. She loves the television show Superhero Girls. So she found this game. And it looks really cute. DC Superhero Girls Teen Power. So it's just like female versions of some DC superheroes. They'll have like teen problems, and they just go around town fighting villains. I don't know, it looks cute. So that's for Em. She also asked for a boogie board. And I don't know if you've heard of these before. It's not what you use at the beach. It is like a drawing pad. And this one actually, it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure it's actually gonna be in color, even though in the box the picture is white, but it's a black screen, and then you use kind of like a little stylus pen, and you can draw on it, and then you just press the button at the bottom, and the whole screen just disappears. So it's kind of like an Etch-a-Sketch type of concept, or one of those like magnetic drawing boards, Magnadoodle I think they're called, but just a little bit higher tech. It's not expensive though. I think this was only like $10. The perimeter is like a teal blue, her favorite color, and then I'm pretty sure that when you draw, it's rainbow colors. So I think she'll really like doodling with that, and I think all her siblings will enjoy using this too, if she's willing to share. Now, I did buy candy for all the kids. Some of it was from my kids' fundraiser at school, which hurt my heart to buy because it was so astronomically expensive. But it was just one of those moments where I was like, okay, it's for the kids. I rarely participate in fundraisers, but I can get behind some really good quality chocolate. But it was so expensive. So Emma loves peppermint. I got her a peppermint bark chocolate bar. So that'll be for her, and then I got all the other kids a little like snowman or Santa Claus made out of chocolate. But also for Emma, I always like to get the kids gum just at Christmas time. I found this new Icebreakers Pina Colada at Walmart, and I mean, you can smell it through the container. It smells awesome, and my kids are enamored by the idea of pina coladas. My husband and I like to order pina coladas, and of course we've explained to them that they're an alcoholic beverage, so they can't have one, but on most of the menus you can get non-alcoholic. So they are in their glory sipping their non-alcoholic pina coladas poolside whenever we're in Florida on vacation, so I thought this would be a nice little throwback to our pina colada days this past summer. Moving on to Jack, he likes extra polar ice flavored, so I got him this giant pack of gum. And then they love these Kinder eggs. So it's like a chocolate hazelnut cream with a crunchy cookie ball in the center, and you eat that with like a weird little plastic spoon. And then there is a toy. So you break open the egg, and on half is the candy part, and then on the other half you peel back the wrapper and there's a little toy. And usually it comes in a couple parts, so it's kind of fun because they assemble it and then they can play with the little junky toy that's in there. But this is a 4-pack, so I can break it apart and put like maybe one in each of their stockings. Jack has really been wanting to get into cooking and baking lately, and he has a particular interest in working with fondant, which I realize is very specific, but he and Emma love watching videos on YouTube of people making and decorating cakes and other desserts. So I went to the grocery store and I grabbed him a boxed yellow cake mix and a boxed chocolate cake mix. And then at Walmart, I went into their baking aisle. They have tons of products there. And I got him fondant. There's not gonna be a lot of each color, which is totally fine. He's just going to be experimenting. But it comes with green and red and blue and yellow. And I thought it would be so fun for him just to, we can make either cupcakes or a big cake, and he can decorate with this and just sort of experiment. It was $10 for this box, and I think it's a great kind of unique gift. They had all different kinds of colors. So if you have a little baker in your life or baker to be, this would be a fun thing to experiment with. Jack is so fun to shop for because he has the most varied interests of all my kids. So he said he really wanted a book about outer space. And I think my mom got him one, but I found him one too on Amazon. It's just called Everything Space, and it's National Geographic Kids. So there's just some really great, you know, photos in there, but he can just kind of open it up at his leisure to any page and just kind of read some fun, interesting facts, which I think is exactly what he's looking for. I love the channel The Minimal Mom, and Dawn has recommended this game called Rummikub. She says it's one of her family's favorite games, and like I said, I'm trying to flesh out our game collection a little bit with some more kind of kid-friendly games. This says ages 8 and up, but I'm sure Emma can handle it. I mean, she'll be 8 in January. She's in 2nd grade. She knows her numbers. But basically you're just making sets of the same number, or like runs, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you're putting all your tiles on the table in front of you so you can kind of interchange and add on to other people's sets or runs. It sounds really fun. It's one of the most popular games of all time, according to the back of the box. I've never played it, but I think our family is going to love it. And lastly for Jack, this is kind of his big gift, another electronic. He asked for a Game & Watch. So this is a Nintendo product, and this is the Legend of Zelda version. So it's a handheld kind of retro style video game. It has 3 different Zelda games and then Vermin and a playtime clock and a playtime timer on there. I don't know a lot about video games. I barely even know how to work a video game controller. My kids always have to remind me if I sit down to play with them, like how to go forward, how to jump, that kind of stuff. So I can't give you too many details about this, but it's kind of a hot ticket new item this year, I think, or maybe in the past couple years, that he wanted, and he's gonna get it. My kids love bubble tea, and so do I. And a few weeks ago, I was up at like 3 in the morning nursing Claire, and so I was scrolling on my phone just to try and stay awake, and I came across Sabotage, which is a card game. It's brand new this year, and the idea is that you own a boba shop and you're trying to create drinks. But the other people playing with you have like sabotage cards. So they might give you like a poor health inspection, or they might give you like a bad ingredient, or look, your customer is lactose intolerant. So it looks pretty cool. I think our family's gonna love it because we love this theme in particular, but also we just enjoy card games. It says ages 7 and up, so I don't think it's gonna be too hard to figure out. 10 to 30 minutes per round, 2 to 5 players. I'll link this website below. I don't think it's on Amazon. I think they just sell it independently on their own personal site, but it looks really, really fun, and I thought that was kind of a unique gift for the family. We also bought one big family gift, and it is a trampoline. I found it at Sam's Club. It was on sale. Unfortunately, by the time that I got to the store, because I was trying to have as few kids in the car as possible so they wouldn't actually see that I was getting the trampoline, the deal was over, so I had to pay the regular price. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to actually put it together because it's going to be the dead of winter, but at the same time, I could totally see them wanting to go out and play no matter what the temperature was, because evidently my children never get cold. They don't ever want to wear their coats or wear long pants outside. So I could see them bundling up and jumping on the trampoline for a couple of hours, even in January. So the real trick is going to be getting myself and my husband outside to actually assemble this for them. It's a 14-foot heavy-duty pro trampoline with basketball hoop, and we're gonna have to get this out of the van pretty soon. I could not lift this myself. It took 2 strong-looking men at Sam's Club to load this into my car for me, and then I'm waiting for my husband to have an opportunity to help me get this out and stored in the garage before we travel for Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow. So we have to get working on that. But for now, it's just been hiding in the back under this blanket, and nobody is the wiser. The gifts that I'm sharing with you today are just what my husband and I bought for our children. But of course, they'll be getting some other things from their grandparents, aunts and uncles. I know that Emma's getting a new Amazon Fire tablet. Jack asked for a really cool gift. At his school, they do all kinds of technology-based art, and they've been working with Cricut machines. I know those are super popular right now, but they've been cutting vinyl to make their own Christmas signs, and they've been working with 3D pens, which he said is so cool. So I bought him kind of a kid-friendly one. I think the idea is that the exterior of the pen doesn't actually get hot, so you're not gonna burn yourself with it. Maybe some of the other pens, they don't have that feature, because it's like specifically on Amazon, the little kid version, and then like the ones for teens and adults. It's kind of like a glue gun in concept, because you have this long round piece of plastic that you're putting into it, and then as it heats up, it comes out, but it hardens very quickly, so you can actually create 3D objects out of this melted plastic that cools fast. And it comes with a variety of colors, and I think it comes with a mat too that you can make your objects on, just so it's not going directly onto your tabletop. But I thought that was really cool. His grandparents are getting him that gift. Jack is also super into Pokemon, so either myself or maybe some of his aunts and uncles will be buying him some Pokemon cards. So I mentioned that Ben wanted like the giant Lego Ninjago ship, and we just weren't gonna get that for him. Also, not just because it was pretty expensive, but also because it would take forever to build. So I found a smaller version. It's kind of like a flying dragon ship thing. So my mother-in-law's getting him that too. So he'll have a nice little new red Lego Ninjago collection. One other gift my kids are getting are bathrobes. They make an awesome Christmas gift because that's particularly the time of year when you want to be warm and cozy. My kids have always had a robe, but the older two have grown out of theirs, and there aren't any hand-me-downs waiting for them. We love buying bathrobes at either LL Bean or Land's End. They have these really thick plush polar fleece robes in all different kinds of colors. They're really nice and the kids love, especially like getting out of the shower and getting all cozy. Then they can hang out before bed in their little bathrobe. So that is everything that we bought our kids for Christmas this year. Now if they get any Christmas money, they'll be allowed to either shop on their own, which they love. Honestly, they love gift cards and just cold hard cash. That's what my daughter Emma asked for one year. And I know her aunt, it was so funny. She got a whole bunch of dollar bills and just filled a card with them so Emma could just kind of swim around in her pile of cash. And she loved it. So they can either go shopping on their own. They love to just browse the toy aisles of Target and pick out some things. I might also put some of their Christmas money towards lessons in the winter. So my kids play soccer in the fall and spring. They've done a little basketball camp and right now they're in piano lessons. So I thought I could use some of their Christmas money to either continue their piano lessons, or I know Jack would really love to take karate and Emma would really love to try tumbling. So that could be something nice to do kind of between January and March before soccer starts up again in the spring. So that could be another idea. You don't always have to buy physical gifts. You could use it for experiences. I know that's kind of cliche, but it is really nice. You know, to do something as a family at Christmas time, whether you go see a light show or you go to the Nutcracker, we took our kids one year to a Laurie Berkner concert. She's a children's singer who was playing locally and they loved it. So that was a fun way to use Christmas money, or for lessons for music or art or dance or sport, whatever they're interested in trying. Make sure you check my description box below for my Amazon storefront link where you can shop a bunch of these gifts that I shared with you today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Ann's Family Recipe, and give this video a thumbs up if you like seeing what I bought my kids for Christmas this year. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I'll see you again soon.